singing typing. Screw his appeal. I want to see skin.
You absolutely insist on using erotic persuasion to achieve your devious ends?
Strangely happens. Doesn't mean we can't be friends.
Don't be a flipper. I'll be back for Christmas.
Well, I was only away 2 minutes.
Follow the rimmer-shaped blur.
Apparently the gentleman's name is Brimmer, sir.
They broke my leg.
They broke my leg.
Better dead than Smeg.
Oh, I forgot. I haven't told you the news.
I would use it to buff my suit.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hooray.
Hello and welcome to Smegcast number 3, and I am your guest host for this podcast because Evie can't be here and Mark with a C can't be here. So we'll go around the room and introduce the regulars. So we'll start with Mark with a K.
Hi, we're back. Whee!
Okay. And John.
Hola.
Orie.
Hi.
Welcome back. And Chris.
Yeah.
And we have a newbie this week, James.
Hello there.
Hi, James.
Welcome.
Would you like to introduce yourself to the Smegcast and tell us about how you got into Red Dwarf and why you love it so much?
Right, hello, I'm James. I've been watching Red Dwarf since it first started, and I feel like the old person here at the moment, listening to the previous conversations. Yeah, so I was about 15 when Red Dwarf first started, and I remember reading about it in the Radio Times, and I sat down and watched it, and just loved it ever since.
Absolutely excellent. And what do you think of the new series?
It's definitely getting better. To me, it lost it kind of in the middle, series-wise, but now, the latest one, I'm very much enjoying it.
Excellent. Are you looking forward to Series 12?
Oh, definitely, yes.
Excellent stuff. Well, welcome to this Megcast. I hope it's first of many.
Thank you.
So we're going to start off with Smeg News, and the first bit of news we need to talk about this week is Comic Relief.
Hooray.
Yep.
Red Nose Day. Now,
Whoop.
I believe we had some tweets out about a month or so before Red Nose Day saying that if you're a fan of Red Dwarf, we have something for you, and I think the assumption was that there was going to be some sort of sketch or something, but that wasn't the case.
No.
Yeah. So we found out, of course, it was the replica 3D printed model of Starbug, which they supposedly use in Twentica. They actually showed a video of how they made it and everything, and they're putting it up for auction.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. It said Emma Kennedy posted, I think it was a while ago, it's 28th of the 2nd. He said, "Oh boy, Red Dwarf fans, do we have something for you? Oh boy, hashtag Red Nose Day." So I was obviously presuming Starbug. Yeah.
Did you see everyone? I think most people assumed it was going to be some sort of sketch or something.
Yeah.
So
But did not
so we
you,
found. Sorry, go on.
Oh, go on.
Go on, Chris.
I was going to say, I think I remembered, if I remember rightly, on one of the Red Dwarf DVDs there was a sketch, but I don't know if it was something to do with Comic Relief, like 20 odd years ago, I think we did. On one of the charity.
I think it was Comic Relief for Children in Need.
Yeah.
There's quite a few, I think, that have merged, haven't there? I think there was one from '97.
Yes.
That would be for Children in Need. Saw one appear online recently. I think it was the Chris Barry fan channel on YouTube. Posted one from 1991 of
yes, I've seen
Red
that.
Dwarf. Yeah, the Red Dwarf cast where they're filming Series 4, doing something for Comic Relief.
They did.
I don't think I've seen that one.
They did
I'll have to
Bohemian
find it
Rhapsody.
afterwards.
Oh, just type in Red Dwarf, Red Nose Day 1991. You'll find it. It's really good.
I'll look for that later.
I think they're just filming here now, I think.
It looks like they're filming DNA because they're on the set.
That's it.
DNA, yeah. And also 1993, they appeared in the Bohemian Rhapsody video.
Oh yeah, I saw that
Yeah, I
recently.
remember seeing that.
Yeah, then with I think was it Big Breakfast, Noel Edmonds, and all that lot. London's burning. Yeah. So, what do we all think of the 3D model that was up for auction and the lucky person who won it?
Craig broke it.
He's lucky to get it, and he's blowed a lot of money on it, but he's got to be a massive Red Dwarf fan himself.
Yeah. Did he not spend about £4,000 or something on it?
Okay, so it was 29 bids, and the winning bid was £4,383.
Oh.
He's a big fan, yeah.
The winner was Andrew. I can't pronounce his surname.
Horisicos.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that.
Andrew.
Probably Welsh.
We'll call him Andrew H. There we are.
Andrew H. There we are.
So, I don't know about you guys, but I think that's a bit of a bargain, actually.
I mean, Craig broke a bit of it, so it's obviously got to be an antique.
Yeah,
so.
it must go up in value after that.
Yeah, good investment. I mean, I know there's a Starbug on Prop Store. Supposedly was an original one, which is going for 7,500. So, were you guys tempted at all? Anybody?
I was tempted up until the point where I saw it was going for thousands of pounds.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I would have been, but I'm kind of broke right now.
I think most people, on various fan sites and everything, just said no. We're totally priced out. Moving on, another talking point. Apparently, Robert Llewellyn has another autobiography coming out.
Yep.
Anybody seen about that?
No.
I've seen the article, yeah, but I haven't really thoroughly read it all. But I know he does write a lot of books himself.
Yeah.
Isn't it some old bloke one?
That's the one.
That's it. Yeah.
Right, okay, because I wasn't sure if it was another add-on to the Man in the Mask one that he done, or if it was just a completely different one now.
Yeah, no, it's completely different. So the whole article was published on the official website. I think it was this week. No, last Friday. Yeah, the usual Friday update.
24th, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, he was writing a novel, and because of things that have happened in the world recently, he decided to put that aside and write another autobiography about his entire sort of experience as a struggling writer. Apparently, according to this, it's about everything basically, including his daily work diary, which dates from 1986 all the way up to present day.
Oh, that's been interesting actually.
That's cool.
Because if there's one thing I like, it's the Michael Palin diaries. I think that's very insightful to the Monty Python era, particularly.
Yeah.
So it'll be really interesting what his diaries they cover, the sort of Red Dwarf days, the good, the bad, all the indifferent. That'll be a really good insight.
And the thing is, he was originally writing this other book, this new novel, and of course he's been using this crowdfunding site for writing books, Unbound, I think it's called. And so I think he had lots of pledges from people, and now he's not doing it. He's hoping they're not going to mind too much that he's now deciding to do an autobiography instead and won't ask for their money back.
Yeah.
Mm.
But he said that he's now going to turn the 20,000 words that he's written into a short story and stick it at the back of the book.
Well, that's interesting.
Good idea. Yeah.
Works. Everyone wins.
Yeah. Well, he ends up with saying, if nothing else, it reveals the truth that with bottomless determination and perseverance, even a thicko like me can get a book published.
Good news for the rest of us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I'm sure we've probably got more Man in the Rubber Mask to come, because that's been the work in progress, as they make series.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought it initially was. So I'm very surprised to hear it as something different. But if it's more diary based, then again, I think that would be very interesting.
Yeah, it looks like that's what he's doing.
That'll be interesting.
And last bit of Smeg news: have we seen the article about Japan and the 2020 Olympics?
Yes. Yeah.
So for those who haven't, apparently they're so worried about their staff not being able to speak English, they're making them watch, was it Fawlty Towers and Red Dwarf?
Yeah.
I like to see that, and they
make
absolutely
someone watch
misspell the
Red Dwarf,
Olympics.
You tell them it's on and give them a television.
I agree with that.
And a lot of DVDs.
Yeah, exactly.
Fairness though, Red Dwarf was and still is massive in Japan. So you can understand why, like, it's a great insight for them to learn English because it'll be something that that they'll have more or less watched before.
I like to see them misspell what's it called? Misspell the Olympic sign. They'll just do an absolute like make it all red and symbol of 40 Tower and Red Dwarf. Because if you know 40 Towers when you watch it, the start of it, the sign is never the same. It's like never correct.
Yeah,
that's true. Gizmodo.co.uk. We got this from. Apparently, it's put as translation guide for 2020 Olympics. Welcome to the 2020 Olympics. All right, dudes.
Oh my god.
Medals translates as 3 years long service, 6 years long service, 9 years long service, and so on.
Yeah.
And so on and so forth. You can read the article for yourself. So we're going to have some general discussion now. Can anybody in the room do any Red Dwarf impressions?
Ooh. Let's have a look.
Not particularly well.
No.
Cool.
I can do the speech from Richard III.
Go on.
Now! Thank you.
Is that what you can remember, is it?
That's basically it.
Now.
Don't try to hold me, Candy.
Something.
Yeah, my parents got myself and my brother into Red Dwarf when the Back to Earth series came out.
Yeah.
And they recorded a lot of what they were showing as reruns on TV. And the main thing we used to say all the time is we'd be going around saying, "But I don't want to be Dwayne Dibley." Just constantly.
or cat. I like what. To be honest, I know it's going off track, but Cat's SEX scene in the I think season 1, where he's going along the call, got SEX. I think I want it, yeah. SEX. I think I'm gonna get it, yeah. SEX. I think I found it, yeah.
No, I know the SEX thing, with Cat. What I always love about that is the reaction from the audience.
Yeah.
They get a bit potty, don't they?
Yeah, I was going to say, can anyone do like an impression of the cat?
Moving on a step. And I hope no one thinks I'm setting myself up as a self-elected chairperson. Just see me as a facilitator. Okay. Right. We're going to go around the room now because we done favourite episodes. In fact, we did favourite 2 episodes. We're now going to go around the room and find out everybody's favourite series and why. And to make it a bit more difficult, you're only allowed 1.
Right.
Alright. So, we will start with Chris. What's your favourite series?
Oh, it's a difficult one, ain't it? I'll probably say Series 5 because, reason being, because one of the episodes I liked out of that one is Gunman of the Apocalypse. Possibly, yeah, but it's really hard to decide. But I think Series 5
That's Series 6.
Yeah, that's season 6.
Yeah.
I was going to say Series 7.
Hold on, I'm going to have a look. Hold on.
What is that, John?
Yeah, sorry?
Yeah, go on.
I think it's just it's more sort of modern, it's more well put together. The cast are obviously extremely comfortable in those roles. Plus, I don't know, they just seem like better produced episodes.
I was going to say you just really hate Rimmer.
Well, yeah. But no, and it's also kind of, for me, it's the first time I really, I've always been around Red Dwarf, but it's the first time I really concentrated on watching a Red Dwarf series.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. Gunman of the Apocalypse is episode 3 of series 6.
That is correct. Okay, Mark with a K, what is your favourite series and why?
Bloody hell. I think, to be honest, probably season 2, as it has more better. I wouldn't say better ideas than the first, but they could expand on it more after they've adapted from the storyline, of course. But with season 2, have good ones like they introduced Crichton in the first episodes of the series. Then you have Back to Reality in the second. I can't remember, thanks for the memory, but it's not a crap. I really like Holly's gynecologist joke, so.
That is the best joke.
Yeah. So you got I'm trying to think of what it is. Oh, that's really apt. That is. So you made a spanner because he's. Yeah. So Gordon Bennett, thank God he's not a gynecologist. I mean, obviously I've just butchered that, but that's not the point. It's a good joke.
Orie, what's your favourite series and why?
I've actually got my book sets out in front of me because I'm trying to choose between Series 6 and Series 11 because we're only allowed one. It's a tough choice. I'm gonna go with Series 11.
Okay.
Cool. They're both. I think they're both the strongest two series.
Mm-hmm.
But I watched Series 11 most recently, so I'm going to go with that one.
Oh, okay. Another winning vote for Series 11 there.
There is a lot of people that say like all the older episodes are better, but I think the show actually got better as it went along.
Yeah. I think he has done, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's right that it sort of dipped in the middle with Series 7 and 8. But it's still good.
Yeah. I think it's evolved as as the series has gone on, and now we're in the Dave era.
Yeah.
It's become a whole new thing.
Looking at a phenomenon again.
Definitely.
Yeah. James, what is your favourite series and why?
Well, it's difficult, but I'd have to say the second series, purely for the fact I want to say the first series as well, but by the time they'd got to the end of it, the second series took off, and it was the writing had improved, the characters improved, and it was. I think season 3 was in some ways an improvement, but there was more episodes in season 2 which were just classics. Better Than Life. I mean, just reading through the list I've got on screen. Better Than Life, Thanks for the Memory, Stasis Leak, Queeg. Those 4 alone were just brilliant.
Yeah.
I agree. Actually, I've just finished watching Series 2 because I'm watching a series a night in preparation for Dimension Jump.
Brilliant.
And I forgot how good the first two series actually were. It's been a while since I've watched them.
I think they're very underrated by a lot of people, but
I would agree.
I've been watching it for a long time, and it's like I'll watch through the whole series, and as you say, kind of once you get to season 7 and 8, I think it loses it a bit, but the last series it started to come back again.
Yeah, it definitely has.
A lot of people also mentioned that they liked Series 10 because it felt it was going back to more the old school type era with them just being on Red Dwarf and the character interactions. I think that was the start of going back to that sort of style, or at least it was the start of the improvement since the dip, as it were. So my favourite series and why, it's very straightforward. Series 5, without a doubt. I love every single episode in that series. I could watch that series in one sitting over and over again and never get bored of it. I mean, I'd never get bored of the whole series anyway, but if I had to take one to a desert island with me, it would be that series. It's got 2 of my favourite episodes in it, Quarantine and Back to Reality, and it's where for me the series just completely peaked as a whole. I love all the episodes. Holoship's great. They got the Inquisitor, Terraform, and then Demons and Angels as well. The whole thing. Just love it.
I think if anyone's ever on the fence about Red Dwarf, show them Series 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just where it's a mix of everything. It's a mix of sort of slightly later than the earlier series is, not too late to be the Red Dwarf of the Dave era. It's just it's just that series right in the middle that is just everything that we love about Red Dwarf is contained within that series. Last bit of random talk. If Red Dwarf was to cross over with another show, what sort of crossover would that be?
Ooh.
I have got the answer for this.
Go on, Orie. Go for it.
One of my friends who wanted to... She can't come on. She's really hungover, but she wanted to be on the podcast this week. We were talking about this. We really
earlier, yeah?
Yeah. We really want we would have loved to have had a Red Dwarf, the Young Ones crossover.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think that really needs explaining. We just want that crossover.
That would have been interesting.
Do you know what I would like? I would have liked to see. I mean, it would never even happen at all. But I'd like to see like a Red Dwarf Futurama crossover. Like,
That would be awesome.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, whether it be a cartoon or a live action, but you know, it would be. I think it would be a very sort of good.
It'd be very bizarre.
Yes.
More so than the two shows are already.
I mean, it would work, as a cartoon, and it would sort of be the same vein as when people appear in The Simpsons as guest cartoon characters, don't they?
Yeah, I think that'd have to be it.
Something like that. I actually like that idea because a lot of people have made comparisons between Red Dwarf and Futurama anyway.
Absolutely. I mean, I do think it is like the American version of Red Dwarf.
Yeah.
What it ended as.
It's the good American version of Red Dwarf.
Yeah, well, yeah. The successful one.
Yes, by making an American version, they did something completely different. And it worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Does anyone remember the Canadian show Lex?
Yes.
Yeah, I know of it.
Yeah. Craig Charles also done a guest spot in that, and so did Hattie.
Yeah.
But it was very sort of similar to Red Dwarf in many respects. More vulgar to very much, but you had very similar sort of aspects, and it would have been nice to see a bit of a crossover.
I only found out about this recently. I had no idea they were in it. They seem to. These sort of retrospectives seem to turn up unexpected. These things they just didn't even know they were in.
I think I've come up with one finally.
Oh,
go for it.
The Walking Dead. I mean, I'm a massive fan of both shows.
That would be interesting.
Brilliant.
The Walking Dead meets Red Dwarf.
It's out there, but still.
Bit like,
I mean, send Lister there with a hangover. He'll be one of the Walking Dead anyway.
That would be a good one.
Blackadder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like I said last time, I want Ace Rimmer versus Lord Flashheart.
Oh yeah. You see, there we go. Blackadder goes into space.
Ask me why I'm not wearing any underpants. Why are you not wearing any underpants? Because the job hasn't been built yet. Whee!
Although, like, bottom Red Dwarf sort of crossover.
Oh, yes.
More vein, yeah. That would
See,
be
when Mark was making that reference, I was just thinking of the one in Bottom Live where he was saying there haven't been a pair of pants built yet that I can't get into.
I think the crossovers are quite comfortable actually. They all seem to complement each other.
There's a lot with Rick Mail in it.
Yeah.
I think it's because it had the desire to get Rick into Red Dwarf. Such a shame it never happened.
Yeah.
That's a random discussion for this week. And finally, we need to talk about something that's happening very soon in the world of Red Dwarf fandom.
Oh, yeah.
Does anyone know what that is?
Dimension Jump.
Yep. So, just over a week's time is Dimension Jump, number 19, taking place in Nottingham at the Crowne Plaza Hotel. Myself will be in attendance, and so will you, Chris?
Yes, definitely.
Anybody else going to be there?
Yes, I'll be there.
You'll be there, James?
Yep.
Oh, brilliant.
And is it your first, or have you been many times before?
I went to the first two, and I haven't been back since.
Wow.
So it'll be
interesting to compare them then.
It definitely will be, yes.
So what, the last time was 93, was it?
93 in Manchester, yes.
Wow. And
I did the...
Sorry, go on.
Sorry, I just remember the first one was back in, I think it was Northampton.
Yeah. And who was at the ones that you were at back then in the early 90s?
It was the first one. It was Rob and Doug and Hattie.
Wow.
And the second one, it was Danny and Norman. And Rob and Doug.
Wow. You don't get Rob and Doug anymore. You're lucky.
I know, unfortunately.
We were lucky to have Doug last time at all because he wasn't even down. He just turned up.
Yeah, it was out of nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah. Because what number will it be for you, Chris? How many?
What's that? How many? Oh, this will be my third time.
It'll be a third time. Yeah.
Third consecutive one because the last two was at Nottingham and the one before that was Birmingham and that was 2013. So that's my first one.
Yeah. So going back, this will be my fifth out altogether. I think I went to 98 and 2000, then a little bit like James, had a bit of a gap, but not as long, 13 years. Then I went to 2013, 2015, and going to this one. And I believe those of us who will be there will be doing a special Smegcast from Dimension Jump.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. I'm hopefully trying to go around and get a few Vox Pops from people as well, sort of find out if they're having a good time and they're enjoying it and all that stuff. So there should be a Dimension Jump special Smegcast coming out fairly shortly after the event.
Yeah.
I look forward to hearing that one. Sadly, I can't go because I have no money, but
yeah, same.
I'll be listening to it.
Hopefully, guys, you'll try and make it to the next one, which should be, in theory, in 2019. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'll be old enough to travel by myself, so yeah, it'll be good. So
there you go. Better get to your first one then. 2
Yeah.
years to wait.
Fingers
but trust me, 2 years go quickly.
it's worth the wait. It's worth the wait.
Oh yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yes, it's absolutely worth the wait. It's a fantastic experience for any Red Dwarf fan. You'll have the best weekend of your life. On the next Smedcast, we'll be discussing an episode. We'll be spending a whole Smedcast doing it. We'll be discussing the last episode of Red Dwarf to date, but not the last ever. We do know there's another series coming. Yeah, we'll be discussing Can of Worms and just talking about what we think about it and then giving it a rating out of 10. We'll be doing the same for pretty much all the episodes, counting down backwards in Red Dwarf style. So, everybody, thank you for taking part in this week's Smedcast. Thank you to Mark.
Yeah,
thank you to Orie.
Thank you.
Thank you to our newcomer, James. Hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you. I did, certainly. Thank you very much.
And thank you to John.
Danke.
Marvellous. And thank you to Chris.
Thank you.
And goodbye from me. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I think most people, on various fan sites and everything, just said, no, we're totally priced out.
I honestly don't blame them, to be honest.
I mean, I tried the technique they tried in Back to Earth, looking down the sofa. But
Yes, yeah.
So, lucky him. I think you could say bagged himself a bargain there, future investment.
Well, you could have checked behind the fridge, because if you lose something, it's always there.
Exactly. And
I swear someone's lost like a camera down the back of our fridge because it just keeps making weird noises when we're in the room.
Maybe you've got a ghost. Anyway. Oh.
You got a ghost. A ghost taking secret.
It's a poltergeist.
Poltergeist.
In case anyone's seen the young ones, poltergeist. It's a poltergeist or it's aliens. I'm not sure which.
It's aliens.
Aliens.
It's always aliens.
Always aliens with you.
Yeah, SEX, I think I found it, yeah.
I could swear I heard my flatmate last year saying that.
Was it my details coming through the front door?
I think she came in through the back door a lot. Yeah, like, the back door was right next to her room. So, you can figure out why she was using the back door.
And before you can say Smegcast innuendo.
Oh, you stole it.
I'm going to say that
Keep that one as a running joke.
Oh, I think we should stick that in the Smeg Ups or the Smeg Outs or whatever.
Phenomena. To anyone that doesn't pay attention to Red Dwarf, it just sounds like a bunch of people just screaming for no reason.
I think he actually does it in the back. He's sort of like, ow!
The sound you make when you cut your genitals in the door.
Take any of these scenes out of context.
If you close your eyes and listen to it, it gets worse and worse every time you go over it.
Yeah, anybody listening to this, close your eyes while we're reading.
Close your eyes.
Yeah, I mean, I think they came in the back door.
Oh dear.
Okay, I'm definitely sure I heard her do that yell at one point.
Oh, by the way, incidentally...
What was that sound, by the way?
Sound like a cat
No, they've gotten out of the front basement.
Yeah. Incidentally, listeners, we are actually discussing can of worms in the next episode, so...
That was the other joke I nearly made, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mark told us to be... Mark told us to... sorry, Mark. Whoops. This is yeah.
That's not happening.
Now that our podcast mum and dad are away, I think the mates are going to include clean, right?
Oh my god, I'm physically crying.
Are you right, Mark? You're okay?
Oh, I'm good. I'm sorry, I'm good.
Sorry.
I think with Series 11, one of the major improvements was the back in the room together with the adults.
Sorry.
Oops. Start again?
Sorry, no, sorry. That's my phone being stupid.
Another
I do
gremlin.
apologise.
Two was at Nottingham, and the one before that was Birmingham.
So, hello, you there? Oh, I've lost everyone. Hello?
So, hello, you there?
Sounds like you.
Yeah.
Oh, I've lost everyone.
Oh no.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello.
Sorry, I lost everybody for a second then.
Oh god.
Smeg Ups.
Yep. Smeg Ups. No, literally.
Smeg Ups.
My internet's okay,
Definitely.
actually. I just literally lost everybody for literally about 20 seconds.
Oh god.
I hope you caught all that.
Right, and before we go, any other business? It's like a meeting, isn't it?
The reason I've called you all here today.
You're all fired.
Right, you need to bring that in by Wednesday. Give that in to Amanda. Thank you.
Can you read back the minutes, please?
Right, I want that on the desk by 5. If you don't do that, you're sacked.